Welcome to Who Put This On, Season 9, Episode 11, where we watch $1 Million Secret, Season 1, Episode 1. And I'm more of a guy that lets go hang out with a case of Coors Light. I'm Chris Lorenz.
Is it just an ordinary old-fashioned pineapple? This is Brian.
Please change into athleisure and join me on the lawn. This is Noah Singer.
Is that what you said to your wife, Noah?
I say to everyone I meet.
Those are quotes
I'm
from
already
this. These are quotes from this week's show. But last week we watched Temptation Island on Netflix. We put a poll on Twitter and on YouTube, and Twitter again wins out on the number of votes.
Damn,
Guys, I also realized that we had the wrong name on YouTube for some reason, but we are now at Who Put This On. We used to be at Who Put This On 9991. We are now at Who Put This On now. But you guys voted it a top third show. So tell us what you thought about this show on YouTube. But I guess you can also tell us on Twitter. If that's where you're used to seeing it,
no,
it'd still be there.
Man,
I need the engagement, Noah. I need it. I need it.
We do need those clicks. We do. Yeah, we do. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. Noah, what show do we watch this week?
In this cutthroat competition series, an undercover millionaire must hide in plain sight and evade elimination to keep the money and win the game. That is $1 Million Secret on Netflix.
Dum. Is that their ba-ba-ba-ba-ba?
Totally. I mean, even their like press site, I think it's like dadum.com or something.
I was just about to mention that. Like, they have actually like spelled out into words that sound. So it's locked in for them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Da-dum.
Anyway, so this show is it's like similar but unique at the same time, where they have 12 people competing for $1 million, and then there's like challenges and stuff people go on. But the unique thing here is that they give a person like, it's almost like the resistance game, like games where like one person is like the spy and everyone's trying to figure out who the spy is. So one person's given $1 million and they're all trying to figure out who has the $1 million, and the millionaire, what they get a advantage if they do some sort of task during, hanging out, I guess. It's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Then there's a challenge where the winners get some sort of clue on who the millionaire is, and the losers do not. And then there's an elimination, which almost all happened in one episode. Almost. Of course, they got to Netflix it.
So close. I know.
Of course.
They had to push us over.
Chris, you also know what this made me think of? The Taskmaster board game, which always had a secret agenda for everybody.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, interesting.
I was there's definitely something familiar about this, like somebody's acting weird thing. It kind of reminded me of like Survivor. Like one season they had to like say some crazy message at like a challenge, or they like lost their vote or something. But it wasn't nearly as clear as like, hey, everyone's looking for you to say something weird and point out that you're weird, and then you get eliminated. Which I don't really know if there's another show like that.
Yeah, I like that there's like a secret agenda and like people are trying to find it. Maybe like The Mole is the closest, where they're trying to figure out like secret objectives and stuff like that, like stay under the radar. But you get a significant advantage for completing something here.
Yeah. It is definitely mole. There's a lot of mole happening here.
See, I agree she gets a significant, we'll talk about who it is, but she gets a significant advantage. There's also a significant advantage about not like getting yourself being suspicious, like especially with like this first or second challenge. Like it might have been smarter to not do it than do it, but I don't know. I mean, like it was so people might not notice you doing it, which
Yeah.
great. You did a great job. Everything's great. But if they notice you doing it and like they're suspicious put on you, that's
Right.
way worse than like anything.
I was thinking about that too. Like you just like throw in the cards, be like, look, this isn't worth it.
Well, we'll
Try.
get into it. Let's talk about the show. So we got Peter. He's the host. He's great. He's like this, like he's acting all like rich kind of
Mm-hmm.
for their better taste, better parlance. 30-year-old movie, 40-year-old movie at this point. I don't know.
Oh wow, he plays the voice of Darth Maul in episode 1.
That dude talked. I don't remember a damn thing he said.
That's a good
I just
point.
remember dual lightsabers. That's it.
Just
Yeah. Oh, Darth Maul. I was like, this guy in the show talked.
Yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia. He has like decent credits to his name. He's definitely not a no. He's like he's done stuff, not reality, but stuff.
My other quote was going to be, "You're the only millionaire in this house apart from me," and that's a pretty great statement from him.
I know that was a good quote.
That's a baller move right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes in and like tells the millionaire what their challenge is, and he hosts dinner where they vote. The food in the show looks so good. They just had like buffets of food. It was like, I want to be in this house just so I could hang around and eat all this food all day.
Yeah. Well, they're staying at the Stag, which is a stylish ode to classic mountain lodging in British Columbia.
It's got a pool.
Okay. Side note on this. Does anybody remember that show where like they had like the fake like reality show that people were going through and it was like goat themed? Was that house also called The Stag or like the show was called The Stag or something?
I do know the show you're talking about. You're talking about Joe Schmo season 1, the old Joe Schmo. I don't think it was called The Stag because it was all about goats. So
yeah, I feel like
what it was called, but that was the name of the show.
Yeah, it was like a male deer, but like, yeah, I don't know. It just reminded me of that.
Yeah, this is a very nice place. This place is available for rentals at about $10,000 per day.
Nice.
How many people does it sleep? How many bedrooms are we talking about?
So,
you got 12 people.
Not readily available.
Okay. All right. So,
no, sorry. 16 guests. 16.
Okay.
So,
16. That's it.
16.
But you could be in the place where they filmed $1 Million Secret. Is that not worth?
There were 12 contestants on this show plus like the host. Like, how are they even like fitting like cameramen?
Who said the host lives there?
So to be fair, like $10,000 split up between 16 people, $625. So let's say you do 4 nights, you're out like $2,000, $2,500. I don't know. This is like a unrealistic type of James Bond place. So like one-time experience, put down $2,000, $3,000. That'd be fun.
You're just showing your tax bracket right now, Noah. I think is what's happening.
I don't know. Like this place is insane. It's like a James Bond set. It's nuts.
Yeah, but does it come with the food?
I don't know. Gotta look into that.
Yeah, exactly. So all right, let's talk about the people on the show. So let's talk about Lauren first. She is the one with $1 million for the first round, and she does an okay job. At least it's a tough situation. I guess we'll get into, but she has $1 million. And then we got Sei Young. She's like a young. I don't know. I don't really write anything down about Sei Young.
No, She's like the only nerd in the house, or at least she commented about that.
Yeah, she's a nerd in the house. She lives in Silicon Valley, and according to her LinkedIn, yeah,
You did that?
Oh yeah. She works at VG Market LLC, a market research firm specializing in entertainment, media, and technology. She does like their IT, seems like. Yeah, I'm on a few of their LinkedIn's. Like, there's a really good Wikipedia for the show, like full names, which makes that really nice for folks like us. Like, I'm assuming there's like 3 others, but excellent.
They're listening. They're listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you saying we should try to get on one of these shows for some clout?
Man, need that clout. I gotta get that free stuff.
I thought clout scores were dead.
There's always clout scores. I don't care if like they have an actual number.
Yeah. It's the clout inside, Chris. Not on the outside.
Give me free shit. Whose name can we drop? Like Nintendo? Like, should we try to get a Switch 2 right now?
Drop it.
All right. We got Lauren, or we already talked about Lauren. We got Sydney. She's the only black woman in the house.
No. Sydney is not the black woman.
Yeah, I thought she was the one from Scottsdale.
So she says she's from Scottsdale. She does live there now, but it's interesting. She was born in Seattle.
Who's the black woman's name?
Yeah.
What's the black woman's name then?
I think that was Jamie, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't Sydney.
Okay. Then we got Lydia.
Yeah.
Then we got Sam. She's the New York City cop.
Mm-hmm.
And her strategy was to have a massive cry fest right away with a miscarriage sob story.
Yeah.
Which I think she also has a son. Was she the one that had the son?
She said she did at least. Like, who knows? Who knows?
I think it's an interesting ploy. Just
because she's a cop. She's a cop, but says that she's not a cop. She said something else. I didn't write it down. I don't know.
Yeah,
but she's not a cop.
Yeah, I think she really is a cop.
No, she is a cop.
Yeah.
But she's telling other people she's not a cop, which got people like questioning her.
Well, that one guy, Corey, right? That's his name. Corey was questioning her a bunch. He's like, nah. He's like, this person is not trustful. No way.
Then we got Kara. She works at In-N-Out.
Perfect.
That was her most notable thing this episode.
Crazy.
We got Lydia. She ended up being the leader of the challenge winners, and she's a professional poker player.
I know.
Yeah. She also said that she was like a escrow person, but I don't know if that's actually true. The poker stuff is great.
It might be both.
She takes the money from escrow and then uses that as her professional poker money. Hopes she wins money. Have you seen the movie Uncut Gems?
No, I actually haven't. So now I hope that this is the plot of that.
If you want the most anxiety you've ever had in your life, go watch Uncut Gems.
Yeah. Well, you're not selling this very well.
I'm not. I'm definitely not selling it. It's the most anxious movie I've ever seen in my life.
By far. But it's so cool that a movie can make you feel like that.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Adam Sandler, top tier actor of all time.
Oh, okay. I mean, we could talk about that later, but not sure actor is what I would really call Adam Sandler.
What? Sandman's great. Sandman.
All right, so we got Chris, and then we got Harry. I didn't write anything about these people. Then we got Corey.
Harry was Hawaiian. That's about.
Oh, that's right. Thing. Harry got eliminated.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Spoilers for the next episode.
So I don't think he's Hawaiian. At least it says he's from Chicago.
He just lives in Hawaii. So he did he did this thing at dinner where they did they said grace where they held hands. And that was enough suspicion to get him eliminated.
It definitely was
Yeah,
sus. Like, Harry, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing,
dude.
Harry?
Well, he did like multiple things like that. So he did like the Hawaiian Grace poulet, and then like a before they did the activity, it was like all hands in. Like,
Right.
dude, like you're putting like too much focus on yourself.
I know. He really did himself in. Like,
Did they say there was they said there was a secret challenge before the dinner, right? So
Yeah,
like he should
yeah,
know people are looking for like suspicious behavior. Like
it,
exactly.
he
Right.
this is
he
Like,
was
this is all on him, really.
he was probably banking on like all these things as like building trust and like camaraderie, but then just yeah, you tried to get everybody to touch hands.
terrible. What are you doing, bro?
Uh, and the millionaire, what they had to do at this dinner was hug everyone,
Yeah.
which if you act all bubbly and like you're a hugging person, pretend you're a hugging person. You could easily do this, I think.
Well, I think the producers produced hard on this one because the hugger is a Midwestern mom.
Yep.
And like, if anyone's going to be a hugger, she's going to be a hugger. Like, so I really thought they like really tried to give her a leg up as much as possible.
Yeah. And if they also did this like midway through the season, it's like, why are you randomly hugging? Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that was a good intro.
For
Yeah.
the intro, like dinner, like hugging seems reasonable, but then you
Mhm.
got to keep it up. Like you can't be like go from hugging to no hugging.
Like, yeah, that's the other thing.
That's
Like, but
suspicious.
it's still within the personality. Like, it's very believable if you just keep it up. And I don't know, like I mean, only saw till the end of this, so if she keeps it up throughout the season, great.
There's going to be like 10 minutes of season episode 2 that I'm probably going to spoil.
I
But
watched it
yeah,
as well. Like, just because I
I
was like, okay, what's going on here? Right. Like,
I couldn't do the Netflix.
ooh, you didn't get.
You couldn't do the Netflix?
No, like I couldn't like the Netflix effect of like spill over into the next episode. So I mean, I could have guessed, but
You were running it hot, is what you're telling me. You didn't
well,
have time
you don't have
enough
to,
for this
you
podcast.
didn't have to put it like that. But
Yeah. So then after this hug agenda where she hugs everyone, they definitely did a really good job of editing this hugs to make it seem like it was like not normal, which seemed very normal realistically, like most of the hugs. Like
Yeah,
yeah, like there's no real I didn't think there was any real like tension going on with these hugs other than like splicing with her like reactions and like the weird angles of the hug and like the tension of the music. Like they really did a good job of making me tense about these hugs that like clearly was no tension between these hugs. Although
no.
Sam, the New York City cop, thinks Lauren is a little suspicious during this time of the
Ooh,
hug situation.
yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
sure she picked up on it. It seemed pretty low key.
I feel like that's a very gut intuition that happened there because she was immediately like, "Oh, my gut started going off like when somebody was lying around me," and
Mhm.
that was when Lauren entered. I feel like that's a very like raw thing that like couldn't really be faked, and even though like you could be as low key as you want, but like she was picking on it up on it.
Got that cop gut, cop
Yeah.
tuition.
Yeah. So after the dinner, they do the challenge. So the
Mm,
challenge is they pair off into twos. So there's 6 pairs, and there's a runner versus a code breaker. So the
mm.
runner has to go and unlock 3 locks, but there's 4 keys. So you don't know which lock unlocks which one. And then the code breaker has to memorize 8 directions and then
Yeah,
run to a section where there's a dog, and then put in the 8 digit 8 arrows or whatever. And then if the dog catches up to the runner, the code breaker wins. If the runner makes it out, then the runner
yeah.
wins.
I was
Yeah.
shocked the dog was actually on the same track as the human. Like the first time I saw the dog go to the human, I'm like, oh, you're not like in your own caged area. Like they attached like this like pouch of like dog something, who knows, but like this very trained, disciplined dog bit the pouch that was hanging off of them and not the human.
Well, well, yeah. Like, I mean, that's a very like easy thing for like a well, okay, I say easy, but it's like it's a very common thing for like dogs to be like trained in that way to like I'm gonna go grab this or I'm gonna go sniff this and like do a specific action.
Totally. It's like, yeah, right. You see it a lot, but like if I'm the producer or like, I don't know, like the risk department of Netflix, I'm like, yo, bro, like, why are we taking this risk? Just,
yo, bro.
That's actually a good point.
I think that's how the legal department talks. Yo, bro, I'm not sure this is legal. This is going to be safe to do. I don't know if the life insurance could be any good, bro.
You can have like an MBA JD fresh out of Harvard at 26, 27 right now. Like highly qualified, working for Netflix.
I'm highly qualified. I only been surfing for like 10 years, but I'm a great lawyer.
Yeah. Yo, bro, what's going on here?
Yo, bro.
Like,
yo, bro.
I got a bigger frustration. So like this, okay, the code breaker had to like memorize like an 8 code thing, enter it.
Yeah.
Did none of these motherfuckers play Simon in their life? Like, Kate even got me like a mini Simon, and like I can like memorize like 8 fucking things, and it's like, come on, you got this.
I mean, so most of them, right? They figure out like they should just break it in half, whatever, and they crush it. The real dummy is the last person who sees everyone else go. Like the first person, sure, she should have got it. She didn't, whatever. She's the first one. She's nervous. Fine. The last one sees how everyone else beat the game, and she's like, nah.
Oh, well, okay, the second person comes up with the strategy of doing like 4 and 4. Like do it twice. Easier to remember. But I think to Brian's point, like it's 8 characters, and it's like it's not probably immediately obvious that it's like 4 arrow directions that you're supposed to memorize. So I feel like doing it twice is probably your best bet, because you're gonna like, you know, the character, you're trying to memorize characters, you're not really sure what they mean, and then you go over and it's like, oh, these are arrow directions. Then you could probably remember all 8. Like there's definitely some like stress and some like, what kind of things are these?
Yeah, like clearly the 2 and go was the way to win this, right? But like I was thinking about that too, right? So like I forgot what study they did. Is that like it's most people can remember like 7 things, right? That's like a phone number's 7 digits, right? And so like 8
in my country.
Well, it was 7 for a while, and then they expanded it.
Yeah, now we don't have to remember numbers, right? You just call names.
10. It's 10 digits. No, a 10.
10 digits.
Well, the area code, then 7 digits.
Okay, thank you, Bill Nye. But
I'm just telling you, you're not getting anywhere with 7 digits. That's all I'm telling you. You can't get anywhere. Not gonna get anyone. Get out your rotary phone and type in 7 digits. Yeah. If 3 of those are 911 in a row, then maybe you'll get somebody. But like other than that, you're not getting.
No, you can still call a 7-digit number for sure.
I don't think you can. Now get out your rotary phone and see if you can just call. Like your cell phone will not call 7 digits. That's why I'm saying you need to get. Maybe if you get out your phone, it'll just assume you're in the area code you want to be calling. But like your cell phone ain't doing that. So it's just like, so I don't think you have the ability to call a 7-digit number.
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, it won't do that.
I'm just saying.
You guys converse. Let me.
Yeah.
Right. So the winner.
Also, is there also like any trickery you think? Because I feel like Sam is smarter than that. Do you think that they just like kind of splice it and it's like she was really second and then like somebody figured out, oh, there's like you split up in the 4s?
It's possible they could have moved it around. I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's many reasons to screw it up, but I don't think so, because there's definitely shots of they actually do show some shots of like side characters with the people running, and I do think that she was lost, but
Okay. I mean, I only know like so. The one thing that I want to use for our screenshot is our host Peter like requests some whiskey, or scotch. He gets it, and then as he's like doing like the first one, you can see the scotch glass is completely done, and he launches the air horn. So either he pounded that, or he's been drinking that.
that's good. That's a good call.
So you are correct. Seems like 7-digit numbers don't work no mo.
No mo.
No mo.
Sup, bros? They don't work no mo.
Sup, bro? Man, you gotta catch up with that Gen something. I don't know.
Gen Alpha, I think, is the one after Gen Z.
I have no idea what generations are. I don't know. Younger people.
Younger people. Are you a boomer already?
It's a catch up with the younger people. Am I booming? Am I booming?
Are you a boomer? Is what I said.
I don't know. I don't really subscribe to these generation things. Just older, younger.
Yeah, that's what boomers.
He's a boomer.
I'm booming.
All right, so 4 people have the code breakers win and 2 people have the runners win. Doesn't really matter who wins. They go into this other room. They pick another person, essentially splitting the group into 2, and they find out one person gets to find out if which group has the $1 million. So 6 people, you essentially go for 12 people might have $1 million to 6 people have $1 million. If you believe the one person that got the information.
Yes.
Which, if you are Lauren, the person with $1 million, should have been key for you to try to be that leader. You are that leader. You lie. You're golden for so long. Like, there's going to be like, they're not going to have suspicion of you. There's no real reason to be suspicious of you anymore. Like, it is incredibly, unbelievably so much better for you to have that, to be that person than like immediately, somebody comes out and says, oh, it's these 6 people and you're one of those 6 people. Like, you're looking at probably coming out this week. Like, if you're not one of those 6 people, you're not going out this week. Like, it's not going to happen. You don't even have to do anything.
Nothing.
Like, you didn't have to win your hug battle. You don't have to do anything. You just had to win your challenge, which she does, and get picked as that leader. You golden. You probably win $1 million from that alone.
Million.
Here's the problem, Chris. You don't know what's going to happen next week. So let's say like you lie in this week about the data, and then other people go in and find out conflicting data next week. You're immediately done. Like, you have no idea what you're doing. Like, right now, it's just you got to stay under the radar. I think telling the truth and spreading the truth is whatever.
I'm a Brian. I think at once you have the money, at any point in time, you can tell the truth, and it doesn't like severely disadvantage you, right? So in this case, right, it would have been a 1 in 6 chance that she got voted out with like a decent likelihood no. So like the smart thing is tell the truth if she were to get that information, because it builds a credibility.
You gotta lie. Like, you're gonna try to take the next week. You're gonna get more information. You're gonna try to like put those 2 together. Now it could be you.
She might not get the information, but
she might
then
not.
She'll have the credibility, right? She builds in the trust. She's paying that chip.
I'm just saying, like, when there's 6 people that they're pulling out. So they'll give you a slight spoiler for episode 2. First 10 minutes, I promise. She gets another challenge, but she gets to choose what she wants to do if she completes the challenge.
Ooh.
One challenge. So one choice is to remove 3 people's votes from the elimination, but the other is to swap the money around. So she doesn't have the $1 million anymore.
Ooh.
Oh.
Definitely.
I won't tell you which one she picks, but like if you are the like in this group of 6, the clear choice is probably to get rid of the $1 million because there's too much heat.
Yeah.
You got too much heat on you.
Yeah.
Is it?
But if you lie and said you weren't in the 6, just
But
don't move that money around.
But foresight or hindsight is 2020. Like you don't know what's going to happen the next round, and so it's just like you have to play like you're trying to survive the entire time with this.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to give the money away. Like,
I mean, the chances you get that money back is pretty low.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think you should give the money away. But I'm saying it's real hard for her because, like, now you're down to 5 people. And, like, now you got to try to, like, j'accuse another person to get out instead of yourself. While also not, like, implicating yourself.
Oh, right. You're in the j'accused, right? You're 20%. Yeah. So then you go from a 20% to like a little less than 10%.
Whereas, like, if you had won last week, you're not even in this 5. You're like outside. You're glorious,
right?
As long as you don't have that much. As long as you don't get any suspicious on yourself, like that's when you stop doing challenges because you're like, I'm just gonna let the game play out because I'm not in the 6.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You do give the money away and you get out of this accused. Like you really are like flying high there because like, ooh yeah, there's accused.
We're all playing this game as an outsider. It's so difficult, and we're also seeing like the stuff in like a future state. Like they're not gonna know any of this stuff. It's so fucking difficult. Like, like I don't even know what I would do. Like we're discussing this, and it's just like, yeah, I could give it away. I may never get it back. I'm trying to dye the heat off of me. Like it's so.
But no, I think that might be a good point because like then you really have a lot of control if you give the money away because then people don't know like where you really stood.
Yeah.
And then, right, you could. Yeah, right. Like you can really play it to your advantage.
Yeah,
I think then like, let's say they guess you, and it's like, oh, I don't have the money. You'd be like, yeah.
But like the way they find out you don't have any money is getting eliminated.
No, like if they eliminate people with the money, though, they might get it back.
Yeah, I don't know what happens if somebody gets eliminated with the money.
Yeah,
I assume it goes to just somebody else.
Yeah, I assume it just goes into the pool. Actually, I can kind of tell what happens based on the Wikipedia page. I won't give it away, but
I assume what happens is that whoever voted for that person is in the running to get the money. Like next.
Do you want me to tell you?
No.
It's not fully clear, but like
no.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for the audience.
No, the audience. Never.
The audience. Don't ruin it.
No.
Yeah, so essentially that's how the episode ends. They do like a fade away to like, we're going to eliminate someone next. And then the next episode starts playing and the elimination happens. And the next episode, they literally have like a cut to like $1 million whatever at the end of the real episode end. Like after somebody gets eliminated, there's just like the like intro to the show comes on. And I'm like, yeah, that's the end of the episode. Like not where you cut it. You know? I thought that was pretty funny. Who's the worst human being in this episode?
I think Sam the cop. I don't know. I think I got bought by Corey. Corey sold me. She ain't good.
What? I mean, is there? I don't know. I don't
know if anyone really qualifies so far for the content we saw.
Yeah.
I mean, like Lauren for lying a lot, but the producers made her lie, or is it like the host for acting all uppity? He's just acting. I don't know. Yeah. Is it Sam because she's a cop?
That's about the only reason.
No, I'm just bought into Corey's like thing. Like she just seems like off-putting. I don't know.
She just wanted to take a nap. God.
That's true. She did take a nap in the middle of the episode, which was unusual.
Sus.
Very sus.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. You can't do anything. Like, go eat breakfast. Be like, I'm going back to bed. Fuck this.
Yeah. Talk about being in a great reality show. It's like, hey, I don't feel great. I'm going to go to bed. You guys hang out without me.
I wonder if anybody else could just do that. It's like, why is that not a strategy? Just go back to bed.
Yeah, that should be. Is that a thing you can do in the challenge house? Just like, I'm going to bed. See you guys.
People are probably going to come in and like drunkenly wake you up, though.
I did think this kind of reminded me of the challenge a little bit with their like actual challenge, and like it was like a one-on-one kind of thing, which I assume most weeks aren't going to be like that. But I thought this challenge reminded me of that.
Yeah, no, it was a good challenge. I actually thought it was very well crafted. The thing I don't get, this is minutia, the outfits in the show, like too many outfits, too much clothing. I don't know what's good. It's like being on a cruise ship. Like, oh, everyone's in like this clothes. Oh, go back to your rooms for 30 minutes and come back out with this clothes, and then pretend like you're all fancy. Then come back out with this clothes, and it's like,
come out in your PJs.
Like, just wear, like, why are we making all these wardrobe changes? What's going on?
What else are they gonna do?
I don't know. I just don't like unnecessary wardrobe changes. I'm like really against that. Like,
this is our first time hearing of this.
Yeah,
never heard this before.
Oh, I hate it. I really hate it. Like on cruises, when everyone has to go pretend to be fancy, when like a half hour ago there's like in bathing suits at the pool, it's like, yeah, maybe if you want to get changed, put on something dry. But like, why do we go like, oh, let's go like wear nice clothing so we can eat? It's like just eat in shorts. Like,
I don't know if you've been on a cruise lately, but I'm not sure that's how. It's not like the Titanic anymore.
I haven't been on a cruise in a long time, but like I always thought there was like a formal night, and like you wear like
there's probably like one night on the cruise that's formal night.
Yeah,
not like every night.
No, that night. Yeah.
That night, I hate that unnecessary wardrobe change where we're all.
Well, it's like how
rich.
many bags are you gonna pack? It's like so now you're packing like a suit. Like
well, you don't have to participate, Noah. Like I'm sure people find it fun when everyone dresses up the same. You might not, and that's okay. We still love you, Noah.
But my view of the world is the right one. That's the issue. That's the issue.
You should just have a towel shirt for every occasion. Superhero night.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. That'd really be amazing.
Yeah,
there's not enough towel shirts out there.
You just gotta make your own at this point. You got some manufacturing experience in China, right?
That is true. I do. It's a good point.
Get your fake suit towel shirt.
A towel suit.
Towel suit. You'd be like George. What did he want? All velvet.
You would know best, Chris. I don't know. I don't remember that episode.
Yep, all velvet. Ensconced in velvet.
It wasn't just one episode. There's multiple episodes about him liking velvet.
Oh, really? Well, I think a towel suit might be in the running. We have a wedding coming up, so.
Oh, yeah. You should get a yellow one. One of the events you have to wear yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I got to go back to the site. I didn't even buy any of my like other clothing yet. I gotta.
All right. What speed do you think Max watched the show at?
0.
Well, we found out Max could not watch the show because his Netflix mooch is
international,
not working. So we couldn't mooch Netflix off somebody, and he besmirched Netflix by saying they don't make good stuff. Even though I think like 3 or 4 times a year they make like a banger thing. Like
Netflix puts out good content. They put out good content.
It looks a lot of garbage content though. Like if you're looking at how much they make versus how much is actually watchable, like you're looking at low percentage. But if you're looking at like how many shows does it make better than like Max and Peacock and Paramount, like it would win that battle, I think. But it doesn't win its battle on like something comes out on Netflix, I gotta watch it. Like
no, they're not in that business.
Absolutely not.
They're definitely not in that business, right? Like you have Apple Plus, on the far end, Apple TV Plus, right? Where like they're trying to hit a home run every time. And then you have Netflix and the stream other end, where they're just trying to like pump out stuff that exploits like a million niches. And
I'd
then
argue Discovery Plus would be on the other end of like make the cheapest hot garbage, and hopefully somebody will watch it.
Well, that's essentially Max now, and I don't think like they're even like doing that anymore. Like they're very conscious of like what they're doing.
Discovery Plus is still a thing. You can still sign up for it.
I know, but like there's no reason for it anymore when all of it's included in Max. Yeah. It's just
like I agree, Brian. Like they remember when they went through that big like cost cutting and they cut all the reality shows. Remember when?
Yeah. Well, they cut all the HBO Max reality shows because they have the Discovery Plus reality shows.
Yeah. But it just goes back, like, yes, if Discovery was still pumping out content, like, yeah, but like, not to go super niche, like Netflix is just pumping. Max is closer to Apple Plus. Peacock has no fucking clue where they are, right? Like, Prime Video, kind of no fucking clue in their content strategy.
I think Peacock and Prime are just like on their own path and they don't give a fuck. Like, Max is still on like we're gonna have some good stuff, but also like trash. Like they're gonna pump out some stuff.
Well, I think it's like I don't think they're doing stuff purely for Max. That's a thing, right? So it's like they're still making stuff for linear, and like it just happens to show up on Max.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna kibosh this because I don't care.
Chris doesn't care.
I'm not gonna argue about any of this stuff because I don't care.
Chris doesn't care. We should rename our pod. Chris doesn't care. Does Chris care?
Who cares?
Then we could start watching other stuff and then figure out if we care.
Does Chris care? Email us at Does Chris Care at Gmail.
So let's do some drinking rules for this. Anytime somebody gets jacuzzed or jacuzzes someone, take a drink. Brian, you got a drinking rule for us?
I feel like Peter's gonna have some good fun drinking stuff. Like every time he's like sitting in like his like little throne drinking a drink, I'll also drink with them.
Whenever anyone's drinking, take a drink.
That's the usual default, but like I want you to drink extra if like he's sitting in his little throne.
You should definitely drink anytime Peter acts uppity, the host. Just like he's like, I'm better than you. I already have $1 million.
Yeah. He's got that like Alan Cummings, like he wants to be that persona, but then like he's just not there. Like the trader host.
No. When you do any Googling on this, basically people are like, why did they remake the trader? Like that's that.
I argue that I like the show more than the trader, but I have only watched one episode of each.
My frustration with the trader is only that like it's like the town of Salem but like weaker, and I just want it to be like real life House of Salem or Town of Salem. It has like more roles and everything. So like for example, there's a role in the game where you're the jester, and like if people kill you, like you win. Obviously you can do that for like a TV show because then you could just be over in like an episode, but
yeah.
I didn't realize you're talking about a game when you're talking about the Town of Salem.
Yeah, this is like a board game, also like similar to Resistance and like a few other things.
What do they call it? Social. It's like social
deduction.
Social deduction games. Yeah, a lot of those.
Social deduction.
Noah, you have a drinking rule?
Yeah. Every time someone tells a lie, sip, sip.
Sippy, sip, sip. Sip, sip. All right. Would the show be better as a Quibi or a TikTok? I argue no.
Yeah.
I don't think there's stuff that can be trimmed, but I don't think it would be better as a Quibi.
All right. So now we do a rating. So we do a stock ranking system between top, middle, and bottom third. Mm-hmm. Brian, what do you got for me?
I'm going to put this in another top third, probably middle of the top. I really like these social deduction games, and I kind of want to continue watching this. Like, it's also interesting to see that like it'll continue even after like somebody discovers that, oh, I have 1 million, but at least that's what I suspect, because obviously people want to milk money.
Noah, what do you got for us?
Yeah. So I was very skeptical going into this show. I had no idea what it was about. It's called $1 Million Secret. I'm like, it's gonna be some recycled bullshit. Yes, it is some recycled bullshit. Uh, right? It's a bit of the mole, bit of the circle, bit of traders, bit of this, bit of that. But I'd say it's done very well. I think it's produced super well. The high class touch is pretty good, and so they earn some credit. That definitely not a top show, but I think going into it, I was like, oh, this is going to be an easy bottom. I don't think it's an easy bottom. I think it's like a pretty solid middle. You know, if you like this type of espionage show, like, yeah, I think it's going to deliver. Middle of the middle.
I struggle with this one because I think the show is edited and paced impeccably. I think it's one of the best like produced reality shows this season, particularly. I mean, it's only been 11 episodes, but it's not like my favorite style of show. But like even like this hugging thing, which was so easy, but like it was edited to perfection. And spoilers, the not like spoilers, but like the next challenge was edited pretty well too. Like so I'm gonna put it in the top just for that. I think, it deserves recognition as it should win an Emmy for how good this episode is edited.
Oh, wow.
When this is coming from somebody who hates the Nailed It show, also produced by the same company, that's a pretty big step up.
Netflix is not the same. Like,
no, I thought Nailed It.
It's on Netflix, but that doesn't mean it's produced by the same people.
No, but like, I mean, okay, Netflix still has to greenlight all this shit. Like, they're not.
Like the idea, is not great. But I'm just saying the editor, whoever's the producer, executive producer on the show, impeccable job, impeccable.
Yeah,
impeccable.
All right, so tell us what you thought about this show on Twitter or YouTube. Hopefully YouTube. Subscribe to us. Vote in our polls. Find our polls. Find us. Hit that notification button. Hit that bell icon. And tell us what you thought about this show.
Tell us.
Tell us. We haven't really talked about next week, so catch us. Tell us what we should watch. Otherwise, we do some shout outs, other stuff we've been watching. I went and saw How Did This Get Made live on Sunday in Seattle, and it was really fun. So when Surf 2 comes out on the podcast feed, you should definitely watch Surf 2 and listen to the podcast. It's going to be a really fun time.
I've never listened to that show, but I'm familiar with it because we get compared to it a lot. Our fans tell us about it.
We have similar fans for sure, yeah. We have similar numbers as well, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I never even heard of Surf 2. I'm looking at it. It looks very campy.
What? So they watch bad movies. Like, how many bad movies are you aware of? Like, it's really obscure. 1984. It's called Surf 2. There was no Surf 1. And the tagline for the movie was the end of a trilogy or something. So, like, they're trying to make this really dumb jokes. Like, they're almost like airplane level jokes, but like way less often and like more dumb. And then every 15 minutes is like surf B-roll footage, and the plot just incomprehensible. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But it was fun. Like, it was not fun to watch, but the podcast was really fun.
Oh wait, so do you watch it in the theater, like the whole audience? Oh, okay.
No. I mean, that would be interesting, but I think that would require like different licenses to like watch the movies and stuff.
I mean, to buy the license for that film would be like $100, if that.
That's more expensive than like just not doing it. like they
But
don't have to do it, so they don't do it.
I don't know. I think that's a miss. Like, so I remember in college, I was part of our film club, and we ran a film festival. So I was in charge of the money, and like, even for like, I think it was like Pulp Fiction. Granted, it's 20 years ago, but still like a big movie. At that point in time, to show it to a theater was like $200, $250. So to show Surf 2, like,
Yeah, but sometimes they do like Craven the Hunter.
is that a
which
big
is like
movie?
a new movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the new one's gonna cost you like 20,000 or something. Yeah.
All right, Brian, you have any shout outs?
Yeah, Katie and I have been checking out this game show suggested by Prime called the Almost Impossible Game Show. They're just doing goofy tasks and trying to do like 5 of them to actually win the trophy. It's pretty funny and like very Taskmaster-esque.
Maybe we'll do it next. Maybe we should do it next week. Should we do it next week, Brian? Is it a game show or is it a reality show?
I mean, I think it's a mix of both. Like, I don't know. I think we can do it.
Okay. All right. We've done game shows.
What about Paul American? New Logan Paul reality show.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, it's on Max. Exclusive footage follows social media stars Jake and Logan Paul, revealing private moments and personal insights into their extravagant lifestyles and family dynamics. I mean, it's a Kardashians for them.
All right.
I mean, do I think it's gonna be good? Actually, okay, guys, try to guess the IMDb score. No Price is Right rules. Just whoever gets closest.
4.2.
2.9.
1.8. Brian wins.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're not doing that show. We're doing Brian's show. Get over it. One thing to note that on April 10th, there's a live Netflix reality thing. So maybe we need to do a special pod.
Ooh. When? So it's a Thursday. Should we do like a lot? I feel like we got to watch it. Like, you guys want to come over?
I don't know if we have to watch it live, but I'm just saying. We can talk about it offline.
Yeah.
Noah, any shout outs?
Nah. Nothing.
All right. Brian, what's that show again called?
Almost Impossible Game Show.
Almost Impossible Game Show. What's it on?
Prime.
All right. So we're going to do that next week. Season 1, Episode 1, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Next time.